Hey, what's up, extended members of the tribe, stuff like that. I like to start this Chiron an aspect to a different series in this part of gem collection of the series. Like, y'all know me, my air bands, Gemini moon by descension. I'm going to try to keep in one part, but it might be two, hell, it might be three. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to start with Chiron and aspect to Mars. Chiron and Aries is akin to that. Is akin to that, but I'm talking about aspect, like, the angle alignments. Okay. Now, if you got Chiron conjunct Mars, like, that's a direct alignment and union of the key placed above the awareness of what you're rising up a trajectory towards, So that's a direct warrior's wound right there in this alignment, but that's how you heal marching forth, and like I said, when I take that aspect, I'm taking that aspect, not taking into consideration your full descension map or evolution map. Chiron trine Mars, that's the gift of that key placed in the awareness of rising and trajectory towards. So that's the gift. That's the gift of wounded warfare, of bad wounds, but also the expansion of healing. Because the trine, third harmonic, 120, break that down, 1 being 2, duality 0 to get back to the source. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try to keep it on Ptolemaic aspects, include some of the non-Ptolemaic aspects. But I'm just for the sake of the crystallizing of the reception like that, I don't just keep it streamlined and simple right now. Chiron opposite Mars. That's the balance to be found. It's still the union, but it's a completion process. It's not the alignment, it's a completion process, process of Gnosis between the key, which is placed in spirit, and rising upward in that awareness, upward trajectory of that awareness right there. So it's like, okay, the battle need to be balanced out with the wound, but also the healing. So it's a balance mode. Okay, Chiron square. Now Chiron squares be a motherfucker because it's a foundation. Yeah, it's something you get foundation on, but 9 is number Mars, man. That's constant tussle and conflict. So it's like the key is is scratching up, it's hurting, it's constant wounding, but at the same time, it's that stable medicine, wisdom, and gems that you can impart because it's Gnosis there and that constant battle wounds. It's been foundation and battle wounds right there. Okay. Chiron and aspect. Okay, the Quincunx. I want to drop some phrases on the Quincunx, And I'm coming from, when I'm doing this, I'm coming from a 9th house view of it, the shift in awareness, not particularly the 12th house view, but 9th house view of it, and the 11th house view of it. Now, I got that shit by dissension. It's the mastery process. That said key, seeing right in your awareness. The bottom of that key scraping up your awareness of how to rise forward and up a trajectory to reign and stuff like that. Because, like I said, speaking on traditional astrology, the study of the Asteris, not motherfucking astronomy, but it both, like, my view, I got Jupiter aspect to Uranus. I'm Uranus and Sag, stuff like that. So, like, both go hand in hand. They go into play, stuff like that. It's not the naming of the Asteris, the astronomy, but it's the actual study and the Gnosis gained from the energy of the Asteris right there. So, the mastery, that breaks down to 6. 1 plus 5 plus 0. You just being 5 magic creation, but also conflict to get back to source. So it's the mastery. It's the mastery of healing through war, healing through going to battle. Mastering healing from having no battle wounds and no war wounds, from where you got scratched up and scraped up at and shit like that. Like you have mastered and where to heal others in that area. Yeah, it's a mastery process for manifestation. Like from your wounds, from your bleeding, from your scars come that seat, Saturn, you know. Chiron aspect to Venus. You know, it's that key, seeing right straight directly in your maintenance above this crux of 3. It says already balancing union there, like, shoot. Like, you already aligned with being wounded in relation, and Venus also had to deal with art too. Like art, what bring us pleasure materially, stuff like that. But Chiron sextile Venus, and I ain't call Chiron sextile Mars, stuff like that, because sextile also a mastery and manifestation aspect, because it's the 6th harmonic. It's pure 6 harmonic, 6 degrees manifestation. So it's the wounding, but also healing, manifested and mastered, like through that key sin and the awareness of how rising up a trajectory to reign. It's Mars. Like Mars trying to get to a place of the sun and speed back to frequency that I was on and shit like that. Like the sun rules over Leo. So the sun is right there, right motherfucking there. Maintain Mars, that's initiating, that's going forth. Mars is trying to get there. So yeah, but back to Venus. Now, the Venus trine with Chiron, the wounding and healing, the gift, the expansion, the experience through maintaining above crux of 3D. So it's like you experience the wounding gets expanded But same time, that's also your gift. The sextile. I know about that all too well from what manifesting in my journey and experience about dissension. I know about the Chiron Venus sextile. It's the mastery of that key which sits, and the awareness and the maintenance that's said above the crux of marriage. So it's like you manifest wounding in those areas that Venus, the energy of Venus has to deal with. But at the same time, the healing, like you manifest being of healing, being healed in those areas. And it's mastery, like the opposition. Oh yeah, and one more thing, like parallels and contraparallels are stronger conjunctions and oppositions. So do include that too. So like I said, you could take the parallel and the contraparallel aspect, and when I explain, just add that on to it and stuff like that, because it's the same thing, but it's stronger. I said the opposition, it's the balancing out to bring in the union, because to gain gnosis and completion from having that key right there. Fucking sin on top of that maintenance of awareness above the crux of 3D. So it's like that shit is scratching you and scarring out. So it's like temperance, tarot, and I don't want to bring in tarot a little bit too much of it, but it all synchronizes though. And let's see here. I just did the square. Okay, here you go. The square. The square is a constant foundation, but it's a process of gnosis and completion. So, with that being said, you got that steady foundation of having that key which sits on the awareness of maintenance above crux of 3D in this realm and shit like that. But at the same time, that constant tussle is wooing your motherfucking comfort and pleasure and enjoyment and aesthetics too. It goes to that too, because I said Venus just don't rule over love and relationships and relating and the bad, them coins, that sense of materiality, but also rule over art too, But the gnosis of it is like that energy, like they be a constant foundation of healing, and it's a completion process, Okay, on the part 2.